Hello and welcome to a video training guide for how to submit and track management referrals with our new system OPAS G2. So this is the homepage that you will see when you come to the OPAS G2 website. The keenest eyes amongst you will notice that there is a website up here, but please don't take note of that. That isn't our current or won't be our live system. This is a pre-production test system which mirrors our go live one. But nonetheless, the visuals will still be the same. So for today's example, we will be logging in as an HR advisor for our own host trust, the NNUH. So you simply at this login page, type in your details, which you will get, of course. Second. When you first log into the G2 system, you will see a homepage dashboard, which will give you an overview of the current cases that are with Workplace Health and Wellbeing. So you have your total pre-placements, your total management referrals. There's a graphical representation of the pre-placements according to their status and where they're sitting with us at the moment. There are also some high-level summary areas here with a few cases which you can go into, just cherry-picked for this first page. But again, for the point of this training video, we'll be going to show you how to submit and track referrals with us. So on the left-hand side here, you have the OPAS G2 tree. So we'll be clicking into the specific management referral dashboard, which is obviously giving you more dedicated and comprehensive information about the referrals that are submitted to us. So during our training, we have been submitting some whilst we're training our staff. However, of course, when we go live, this will be the cases that you have submitted to us, and they will be listed here, which we'll go into detail in a minute in a bit more depth. Sorry. So to create a referral with us, you simply click top right here. You have the create option. These are the cases that are relevant to your organization. So whilst this is our test system, we have all of the options that will be available to all of our organizations. So you may not necessarily see as many as these when you come to click on yours. They will be relevant to your organization only. So let's pick on this one, for example. You may just be an external customer. So you'd click on the option that you'd like to start. It will highlight green, and then you'll press the create button. This then takes you to the rather self-explanatory, excuse me, referral form. So we'll go through this form. At the top, you have the details of the referrer. So this is you as the user in G2. This information will automatically populate from your login details. However, if you do need to update this, you can obviously press this update button and you can change these fields. As we scroll down, we have additional contributors. So this is where if you would like somebody else to also be part of this process, you can add their details here. But just to take note that they will also be able to see then the final report and the OH advice that is produced at the end of the process. Scrolling down, we have further details of the line manager, if just in case this isn't you for the person that you are referring to us. The employee details, so this is where you would enter everything about the person you are referring to us, where they work, date of birth, name, etc. And then we go down to reason for referral. So the first section is a drop-down list, so you can choose which is the most appropriate reason as to why you're referring them. And then we have the text box, the reason for referral. So this is where you would provide comprehensive information about the case, including any key information about the role requirements and aspects of concern. Again, it's important to note here, the more thorough the information submitted to us, the higher the quality of the assessment that we can provide, and then the OH advice produced at the end. Again, as with all of our referrals, historically, the referred person can see this information at any point. So it's important to make sure that this information is factual and has also been discussed with the referred person prior to submitting this to us. So as we go down, again, you have the absence details if there are any risks and associated with their jobs. And then we come to the advice required from occupational health, which is us. So there are some standard questions that you can either tick yes or no, whether you'd like them to be answered, and then also asking additional questions here, whether these aren't quite personalised enough. Another important note is that the more you click here and the more questions that you ask, this will affect the required appointment length, which ultimately will affect the price of the appointment. So we ask that you note what questions you're sending to us are relevant and meaningful, just to ensure we're not ticking everything and covering all bases. Again, we're thinking about the quality of the outcome that we can provide back to you, so everything needs to be thought through and meaningful. We have some areas here to attach any relevant documentation that you'd like to be considered whilst going through the process. And then we have the declaration. So again, quite self-explanatory, but just making sure that these declaration areas have been ticked. You don't need to complete this all at once. You can see at the top right here we have save referral. Now for this run through, I haven't added any details in, so the save referral is grayed out for me. But you have the option to fill in some information, save the referral, go away, come back, complete it at a later date. But once you have, or once you're happy, sorry, that all the information has been completed, you can save it and then you can press submit and request consent. So what this means is that when you have pressed that button, the referral will then be sent to the person that you are referring, and we will ask confirmation of their consent that they're going through the process. And please note that it's only after the referred person has confirmed their consent to go through this process that the referral will then arrive at Workplace Health and Wellbeing for processing. But again, going back to the management referral dashboard, this is where you will see if you would like to have a check up on any of the cases to see where they are along the way. So once you've pressed that save and submit for consent, it will then pop into this area here called awaiting pre-consent. Now again, we have none currently. Oh, sorry, tell a lie, we do. So this is currently sat with the person. This is one of our tests where Draco Malfoy would have to go in and say, yes, I confirm to the process, and this is, my consent is given. But you'll find in this dashboard that you can, rather than having to contact us, you can get real-time data as to where any of the cases that you have submitted to us are along their journey. So now back into tracking referrals. Once we have got the pre-consent, it will then come over to us in awaiting triage, which again, for the purpose of this test system, we don't have any currently. But each case will move as it goes through the various stages with us. It will move automatically into these different areas where each of them can be clicked into to have a look at the timeline of events. So if we then go to, let's have a look here at one of the examples in progress. If we click this open button here for Lord Voldemort, give it a second to load. Over here, we have the referral activity timeline, so you can see at each date and time what has happened. So this is your kind of checkup system for all of the cases that are currently live with us. So the outcome of referrals then, what we can do is we can go to recently finished. So you will get a notification as whether it's HR or a line manager who submitted the referral that the case is now complete with Workplace Health and Wellbeing, and you are able to get the outcome of the referral. So clicking to the recently finished area, you can then click on testing tester, for example, press open on the case. And there are two sides to this screen. On the left-hand side, we have the details of the referred and the referrer. If you'd like to expand, you have the referral details, what was sent to us. And then we have over here the OH advice, which will detail the questions that were asked and what we have given as an outcome on the left. So that's your quick scan to see what's been going on. But of course, if you then want to download the outcome report, you come over to this right-hand side here and you have the communications tab. You click there and then this new email, letter or text blue button, which will then open another screen. Just wait for it to load again. And you have then the management referral outcome report here, which you can simply click download, and then a formatted document will be downloaded for you. This will appear in your downloads folder, so you can see mine has popped up here. So if we open the file, it will be a PDF report. Now, again, for the testing reasons, there hasn't been anything put in here, but this will be then what you can save and share for your own record systems. So yeah, thanks. That's how you will submit and track referrals with Workplace Health Wellbeing.